Our technicians, you know what we teach them? To wipe their feet, to keep their voices down in the home. Are they perfect? No. But this is the kind of stuff that we do day in and day out. Guys, your technical skills are great. Did you ask for a coaster when they offered you some iced tea? Did you grab the trash on the way out? Did you hold the door open? Manners. Simple. That's part of our mind-blowing customer service strategy. And it works most of the time. We have 37,000 testimonials, cult-like, about computer repair. Nobody talks about their computer repair guy positively, right? There's a whole TV series about this thing, Chuck, or whatever the thing is, right?
That just kind of flows into my next question. You're fully aware, and I think the audience is that we're in a tough economy right now, and a lot of businesses are struggling. But what blows me away is that when I go into these businesses, they don't get it. They don't get what you just talked about. And I'm wondering, why do you think they don't get it? And more importantly, and I think maybe you might have answered this already in some way, how do you create that? How do you create that, as you just said, you want to kill it when you go to work? How do you create that attitude in the people that work in your organizations?
Well, it's got to be top down. You've got to, whoever is the inertia within a company is going to drive the type of company it is. And even if you have a rogue employee, that's fantastic. It's an oxymoron there. If you don't embrace it, it's never going to materialize into the greatness that it can be. As a CEO, one of the greatest things you can do, by the way, there's a huge difference between an entrepreneur and a CEO. So you know that. Some of us never make it to the other side. Some of us just start them up and turn them over. I'm actually in the process of becoming a CEO for the first time in my life. I've carried the title for 15 years, but I'm actually behaving like one. And it addresses this very thing. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of challenges in our company. This economy, oh man, I can't even tell you. We're in consumer services. You can live without us. Or can you? Not completely, but the goal is if there's only one left, it's going to be us. Because we're the one that's going to deliver on that promise, and that's the key. But to be able to do that, it's got to be a philosophy that starts at the top and is embraced by everybody. Let me give you a great example of something we did just yesterday to really make our company that much better. And again, it's not perfect. Our coach, we have funny titles and stuff. Our head coach, our COO, who manages our technicians out in the field, says, you know, our team has not hung out with the CEO in a while. Why don't you hop in the car with me and let's go down to LA and we'll go to Starbucks here and Starbucks there and Starbucks there. And I've been to a lot of Starbucks the last couple of days. And by the way, you know you can pay on your iPhone now? It's really cool. I'll show you that if you're curious. So we went and we actually sat down with our technicians and we told them what's going on, a lot of truth, challenges, what we're facing, what we expect of them. We reiterated what we want them to achieve and who we are. Again and again, every meeting we went to, I think there were 6 meetings, 7 to 10 texts per meeting, whatever it is, where we just went through this entire process. And then we did something that's really hard for an entrepreneur, but a little easier for a CEO. We shut up and listened. And we asked them questions. And we tried to get into their hearts. What do you think? How do you feel? What's going on in your life? Well, one guy that's been with us for years, going through some tough personal challenges himself. And I didn't know it. I don't deal with him on a day-to-day basis. But you could see his delight score, as we call it, we do a delight survey, was not what it once was, nor were his sales. By the way, in business, sales are important. So we talked to him and we dug deep and we asked him, how can we help you? How can we help the company? How can we help you get back to where you were? Because you were great. You're still great, but you were really great. And we dug deep and we fixed the problem. Today, that guy, after we left, had the biggest sales day of his personal history with the company in 4 years. He sold 7 service agreements. 7. He's never sold more than 3 in a day. So we did some good, and it worked. But the best good that was achieved that day was the information that we brought back and the things that we need to work on and the things that I need to. It's very easy to just get caught in the rut and just let things go, especially when things are flowing well and you're making money. But never, ever, ever, ever allow that to happen. You've got to constantly stay in it and innovate, because as soon as you let your guard down, before you know it, the world's going to change, your competition's going to kick you in the you-know-what, and everything you thought you had could be gone like that.
I'm almost speechless. I mean, that's such a great,
I don't believe
great
him.
insight. Thank you so much.
Right? How many students? Is he ever speechless?
Okay, I apologize. That's
Right.
true. So many things that you say are so insightful and amazing, but they're also reaffirming, and so it gives me a hope that what I'm sharing and trying to teach is a good thing. Just this very week, in class, I shared a speech with students that was entitled "The Business of Business is the Business of Business is People." Is that the core of the success of an entrepreneur? Understanding that it's through the people that he or she associates with that their success.
Well, I mean, you have to have a great product or service to start with. You have to be solving a problem.
Right.
But whatever that is, whatever you wake up to do, yes. One of the greatest things an entrepreneur can recognize is what they're not good at. And then the people that you surround yourself with that probably are a lot smarter than you in many ways, those are the people that are going to help you the most. And in turn, you're going to help them, right? You know this stuff. But I think, honestly, it's a very, very challenging bit. Managing people. The hardest part of any company are its employees. You know why? They get sick. And they're late. And they lie. And they take days off. Right? And they have bad days. They get grumpy. Right? Particularly if you're working really hard and they didn't get lunch. I mean, we have a coffee machine in the office. But that's all. That's as far as, well, actually, we're supposed to have fruit and snacks and things like that. What's going on with that? Can we talk about that right now? It needs to be there, right? I've been to Google. It's cool. Let's fix that, please. Please. Now. Go. I mean, people that work for you are fantastic, and they're also a real pain in the neck. And you are too. But working through that and understanding, I have a book here. I haven't read it. I haven't read this book yet, but it came as a TEDster. You get these books, and this one is 12 Steps to a Compassionate Life. Wait, hold on, I got the wrong book. No, that's the right book. Well, why did I grab this book? I got 3 books today in a box. I don't know, because I can be a real jerk sometimes, huh? You want to come up and say that on the microphone? You can. But understanding people and that they are people and trying to find where they're best and then extract that is how you grow an amazing company. And here's the best way I can share that with you. You guys will all get this. Every single flight attendant on Delta